Party people, in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street, we're James with Games. I got so little energy. No, I got high spirits and low energy. Hail, Cedric, if that is your real name. I did a 39.8k bike ride with my dad today in near 30-degree weather, Celsius. Not freezing to death here. It was intense. Feeling good. All right, this is exciting. Where were we? What have we achieved? It'll come back to me. Let me fire up the game. Quest for Glory. So you want to be a hero. The VGA remake. And I'm playing for the first time. I'm doing it as a fighter. Because I figured that'll be easier than the others. But then, if the series gets its hooks in me and I want to do the rest of them, and unless there's a lot of King's Quest V bullshit coming my way, the hooks are going to get into me. Then I'm going to go back and do it as a wizard. So, because I think it'll be more fun to carry a wizard through the whole series, where you can import your characters into the sequel. I think that'll be more enjoyable on the whole than doing the fighter. So, oh boy. Yeah, I definitely think I'm going to be solving puzzles no problem. My brain is going to be making these connections. Boom, boom, boom. The good news is, now that I think about it, one of the things on my mind of goals to accomplish is to get past that troll who's guarding the cave. And so the good news for me... Oh, hold on. I got to mess around here with the volume levels. Because we got nothing right now. My computer constantly changes its mind about what different levels mean. I also don't know if there's actually music at this moment. So hold on. Get the game loaded. I'm hearing nothing. Wait. Very faint. There. That might be a little loud for me. Okay. I think we got it. Let me know if there are levels issues there. I've retreated to the forest of safety, or the meadow of safety, or whatever this is here. Whatever tingling sensation I had for some reason is wearing off. Why did I have a tingling sensation? What was the last thing I did? Why did it give me a tingling sensation? Let me look at what items I've got. I've got the Dispel Potion. That's the big deal. I've got healing potions to keep me alive. Piece of paper. Piece of paper. Apparently it doesn't say anything on it. I've got flowers. Mandrake root. Shield. Gold pieces, food rations, my sword, and my leather jerkin. Okay, good to know. All right, so the big moment for me last time was finally starting to click with how skills, how your stats interact with both the puzzles, because I became quite the little climber. Hey, you. Oh, jeez. Supposed to... I don't know, my tingling sensation is gone. I'm supposed to feed these cats before I start the stream. Brief intermission right at the start, folks. I'll be right back. You want some lunch? She does. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. No more tingling sensation. Although I also can report, in real life, the sensation of my legs being made out of lead when I try to go up the stairs is subsiding. So I'm recovering from the long, warm bike ride, which can only get better as I pour this iced tea. Oh yeah. Now, I'm all beat up. My health is down. But I'm stronger. My weapon use has gone up. I even got a little bit better at parrying. And the big revelation for me, besides just keep on trying to climb things, you know, if you want to solve the puzzle with climbing, you might eventually get better by trying and failing, just like in real life, was that I've been thinking about the combat, I think, all wrong. I was thinking like, man, I'm just not getting the timing for this. Thinking that timing was the core of it, and then that the stats and the numbers and the invisible dice rolls or whatever were the modifiers. I've come to suspect it is the opposite. That in fact, getting my stats up is more important for these fights. So I gotta go around and fight some things. I'm kind of beat up right now. I think I'll do a healing potion rather than sleeping, so I can get out there while it's still nighttime and get some fights, do some grinding, because I have one big idea for something I could accomplish today. So soothing. So very soothing. How much healing do I get from one healing potion? Plenty. Not as much as I had hoped, but more than zero. So, I have a dispel potion, so there must be a curse. And reflecting on my notes, what I realized was that I've been thinking the son is secretly the bandit leader, and the daughter is being held in Baba Yaga's hut. When I looked at my notes, I realized deal with Baba Yaga and saving the two children, at least on the quest board, are 3 separate quests. And also that what's the other thing I recognize? I'm actually not sure that I'm remembering correctly which kid has which problem, or that I'm correct about it, but then I remembered, I think one of these kids has been cursed, and quite possibly, I mean, it's a fairy tale, right? So the curse, no, I don't think I'm ready for fighting Cheetors yet. Thank you, sir. I was hoping to, I think bandits are, I think I'm near topped out on how I can improve just killing goblins. So I think the next step is to get better at killing bandits. I'm pulling my map out here to remind myself the path to bandit territory. Because I did get most of the available space of the game mapped last time. I met that wizard before I even found out about him, because I hadn't gone into the magic shop and talked to the lady there, just on account of not being a wizard. Okay, we're going south. There's the weird log. Go south further. Oops, went all the way to Loch Ness Lake. That's not what I wanted. I want to go up here. Left. Don't think I want to fight that thing yet either. I don't know. I don't know what the rankings of any of the monsters who are scarier than a bandit or a goblin are. Okay. 4-way forest. Here will be the Antwerp. Just boinging away to his heart's content. Why would you want to kill that guy? He's not trying to hurt anybody. He's just living his life. Doing his thing. And his thing, of course, is bouncing. Alright, here's a dude. Let's fight. Hostile intent is evident. I mean, the dude's just wandering around the woods with a spear. Here we go. Okay. Oh, my numlock. There we go. Oh, come on. Work with me here, game. Maybe I could grind some more on some goblins. Oh, goodness gracious. There we go. I wish it would, Okay, he's dead. That's all I can do this particular evening. Gotta retreat back to the meadow of safety. 17 silver coins, though. That's not bad. Return to moving. See how I hope I got much, much better in that fight. Eh? I'm ticking up. I'm also beat near to death and I'm exhausted. So I better run back. Hope for no more bandits on the way. Hey, there's a... Okay, that monster I'd never seen before. Also looks like a troll, but not like the... Oh no. No, I'm not prepared for battle. That's not true. Run. Oh, it's just a goblin. And yet I'm probably still too exhausted to do much to him. Speaking of which, stop running, pal. You're gonna wear yourself out. I think that's how that works. Okay, get back there. Get some sleep. In the morning, perhaps I should go work the stables again. For the sake of also gaining some stats here. Alright. At least I like those enemies because they spawn in the middle, but they spawn slow enough that you can get past them. Ah, it's so nice here. You can tell by the music that you're safe when you've arrived in this place. Alright, so we're gonna take a nap. Sleep all night. So comfortable, so fragrant. Oh, I know, the tingling sensation was from the spirit repelling potion that I needed to get the mandrake. Okay, I'm glad I've solved that little mystery here. Man, the graphics in this game are so beautiful. Full health and full stamina. That's more like it. Okay. It's day 5. Here we go. So, here's let me keep going with my galaxy brain chain of thoughts. Playing a game like this once a week, I think, makes me better at it because I have lots of time to think. And what I thought was a classic fairy tale curse is to be transformed into something else. I haven't seen like a fox or anything that you expect to be prancing around the forest, like a deer. Things that you could be, foresty, Eastern European foresty things you could be transformed into. What I have seen is a cave being guarded by a troll. What if the daughter or son has been cursed? Oh, come back so I can kill you. Yes! Oh, this isn't going to go well for you, pal. Probably won't do much for me either, but hey, $3. Now we've looted 20 now off the corpses of our fallen foes. Yeah, my fighting skills didn't get any better, but I got a little quicker, a little luckier. As I'm lucky that a weak little easy to defeat foe just spawned here in the daytime, I guess. So, what if the son or daughter of the Baron has been transformed into a bear and is in the cave behind the troll? What if? So I don't know. Because, we're dealing this may not be Roberta Williams, but we're still playing a Sierra adventure game. And I'm trying to use fairy tale logic here. But I think I might be onto something. And if indeed I am onto something, I gotta disassemble this mouse and clean out the right side. My right mouse button is not reliable for me right now. Uh, yeah, so what do I have to ask him to get the job? There it is. You need to... Oh, yeah, well, geez, I'll come in. Please raise the gate. I figure... Ho-ho! Hello, Waffle Syrup. Thank you. Have fun playing D&D. Yeah, I'm thinking that I can't meet the Baron until I've done one of the jobs. One of the jobs must be one of the kids. And likewise, I feel like I don't know what the solution is to get into the bandit camp as a fighter. What is the brute force solution to get past all those archers? And it wouldn't make sense in real life for the answer to be... Wait a minute. Where's the... Here he is. It wouldn't make sense in real life. Yes, I do. Ho-ho. Putting in some work. In real life, buying better armor is not... Unless it's like heavy plate, is not going to shield me from arrows. But perhaps it is. Perhaps in the game... Or perhaps the armor is heavy plate, but... Perhaps in the game, it will just protect me. So maybe that's a thing. But the armor's expensive. And the big rewards are all for the Baron quests. Which once again makes me think, I have to find the cursed child and pour this potion on them. So, everything in my mind is telling me I gotta get good enough at fighting. Yeah, 5 silvers. Not really exactly what I'm in this for, pal. Alright. This part only does my vitality at this level. But I'm hoping, what I'm really hoping, rather than the stable cleaning benefits, I was hoping to meet the swordsman, the swordsmaster, once more. Perhaps, I'm going to throw down a save. I'm going to try just going back and forth here and hope he appears. Oops. Went up and left rather than just left. Aha! And then... Look at this guy. Yeah, I trust him to teach me how to sword fight. What do you know about fighting? This guy is a real... I can't remember his name anymore. Because he died in the first book of the series. But, you know, the Arya's sword master in a Game of Thrones. What do we say to the god of death? Yeah, I fight. That's my whole... What? I didn't... Hold on. What do I have for money here? Oh, 5 gold pieces. Heck yeah. I'll give you a gold coin. Okay. And I salute you, sir. En garde. Okay. Try to get some parrying practice in. Some thrusts. I feel like I'm doing better. And not because of my timing. I also need to get way more deliberate. I'm kind of getting a little mashy on the keys in the fights sometimes. And it's obviously not reading fast enough. I certainly hope they did. Well, I get the feeling, sir, we'll meet any time I take the stable cleaning job. So perhaps I'll take you up on that. Perhaps I won't. Perhaps I shan't. Alright. How'd I make it? Okay, fine, whatever. At least I'm much better at parrying. Low on stamina now. Will they allow me to sleep here on the castle grounds? I'm going to go sleep by the stable. Can I just let a man just want to sleep an hour? Yeah, they let me sleep here on the grounds. I mean, what does the Baron give a shit? Could probably use another hour of rest to get a little more stamina. Oh, but I can't. Too impatient. Fine. Okay. Now, I should get out there and see if I meet a monster I can fight. So I'll throw in a save. Because right now, this is my big idea. I guess I should also just do a practice fight against that troll and see if I get anywhere with it. Where is the troll? Let me consult the map over here. Troll cave. There we are. So I need to go just down to the healer, which is where I am. Grand. Okay. East from the healer. And then... Nope. That's not actually going to do it. Troll cave is going to require me to head this way through the forest. Now, I might be all worn out by the time I get there if I have to fight some stuff on the way. But it's actually... Hey, pal. Oh, you can keep raking. Don't mind me. I'll head up through here. Get to there. The four-way forest. Oh, I'm here. Whoops. I got there slightly sooner than I expected. Is that because of a flaw in my map? No. It's because of a flaw in my looking at the map. Alright. Probably going to be killed by this thing. Although it would be grand if I just defeated it. His hostile intent is evident. Oh my goodness. It's going way, way better than I expected. I'm not giving myself enough credit for all my development out there. Sure, I'll take it. The big red troll goes down. 2 points for that. Yeah, seriously. I was expecting to start with a Rocky 1 moment, you know? Maybe I'd do pretty good and then I'd be like, okay, this went too well for me to die, I'll flee. Hail, British! I just had my greatest combat triumph so far here in Quest for Glory. How are you today? I took out this troll the first time I tried fighting him, and it was easy. Which is nice. What has he got on him? Oh, it's an ogre, not a troll. He's not carrying anything. The treasure chest he was carrying lies beside his body. Sierra, you had the technology to show the treasure chest. Can't take his club. Oh, there it is. Did I just miss it, or did it not appear until I searched? I'm not sure. Either way, did I just save? Even if I did, can't save too many times. When you're a glorious troll murderer. That's not murder if he started it, right? Look at me. Up into the 40s now for my weapon use. A little more vital. A little luckier. Because I got him down on my first try. A little stronger. Good stuff. Okay. What happens if I go for his little treasure chest? Yeah, you know what? I take it back. It's not murder. It was self-defense. If the troll had been just like come over me like, or the ogre, sorry, the ogre had just come over and said, hey, would you like to go in this cave and see if there's a young girl who's been transformed into a bear or something else perhaps? Then I wouldn't have been like, no, I gotta kill you first. Okay. Can we take it? No. A tiny little chest, but I refuse to carry it. I can't lift his club. Is it as simple as bashing the chest? Yep. Forced it open. 1 gold, 43 silver. Cha-ching. That's not even the exciting part. The exciting part is right now when I enter the cave. I have a strong feeling that I might either get an instant death by walking into this cave or it'll just be pitch black. Either way, my gut tells me I'm going to be like, ah, damn it, I need a torch. But let's find it. Nope. A bear. As your eyes adjust from sunlight to darkness, you examine the interior of this eerie cavern. You sense something moving off to your right. Sense it. It's a bear. I can see it. I'm 2 points more glorious since I murdered that, since I killed, in self-defense, that ogre. And just you wait here, because I'm about to really pop off. Because look at this bear. It's got pink eyes. Girl colors. No, I do not subscribe to the... In fact, I've got this whole thing that I get on... I try to teach my... When they make me do equity stuff in my classes, one thing I try to help get the students to understand the idea that some things are socially constructed is that there's scientific research where they have babies and they give the babies different color toys and then the study goes like, oh well, the baby girls prefer the pink toys and they haven't been socialized yet, so this just proves the gender roles are biological. It's like, but pink is not, there's nothing about pink that makes it a girl's color. That's it. Like, anyway. But anyway, she has pink eyes. This bear has pink eyes. I sense something moving. It's a bear. My gut, okay. It could not be this, but I got a really strong feeling this is what it is. So far, this game is this is not, make sure you save the custard pie from the start of the game so that you can hit a Yeti in the face with it near the end of the game. This is you can think through this stuff. Quite a coincidence that it turned out to be a bear. Like, that's great. Okay. Can I dispel the curse on this bear girl? No? Why wasn't it? Do I need to go closer to the bear? The bear stands right up. A very large bear rears up as you approach. It looks hungry and dangerous. Ah, perhaps I should feed the bear first and see if I can get on its side. You made the bear very happy. No, this bear is a vegetarian, Stimpinski. Or at least it is now that it's tasted apples. The apples are far sweeter than my flesh. Look at that. 5 points. 6 points just for giving the... 5 points for giving the bear an apple. Man. And hello, Stimpinski, by the way. It hasn't, and hopefully it won't. It'd be wise to take advantage of its current mood, and I shall. Would you like me to pour this strange fluid on you? No? Doesn't work. Okay. Can I talk to the bear? You know the bears can't talk. No, I don't. Okay. Okay. The courage and the kindness. Well, for now we'll go past the bear. Deeper into the cave. Yeah, the bear just goes, whereas the fox, as we know, says a whole big long thing. Alright. Well, maybe the bear is not actually the princess, but... Or the... I have no idea what a baron's daughter's title would be. I made a sound. The kobold looks up. This is... You go. You no stay here. Well, hold on. Can we talk about this? Okay. Uh-oh. My non-cooperating... I go back this way. What's my situation? Have I been... Well, I got points just for going there. Yeah, I'm near death. Let's try that again. Ah. I should save with every glorious action. That was a different looking... I mean, kobolds... Kobolds are kind of like orcs in the sense that they look wildly different. They're a staple fantasy thing that looks wildly different in every time I've encountered one. Like, kobolds in D&D look nothing like kobolds in Dark Souls 2 look nothing like this dude. Okay. It's a bear. I go closer to it. It rears up. It's angry. But how angry can you be when you've just had a delicious apple? Yeah, I bet. I lost my credit card, and as soon as my credit card comes, I gotta look into ordering the rulebooks for that. Because now I'm finally ready. Okay. Better not. Yeah, orcs are another one that's just like... I don't know. Is there a... I'm open to advice on which would be the one to go with. Oh, come on. I just cleaned this mouse out to fix the left button, and I did the right button while I was in there. And now it's... Okay. So it goes. Alright. I said I would save every time I achieve something great. That seems probably true. So if you would say like 4th edition is the one that all the real ones know is the best, or like 2nd edition or whatever, then maybe I don't need to wait for my credit card because maybe I'm just looking for stolen PDFs or something. But even then, I don't know. That seems dicey just because obviously I don't know how many of these were. Okay. Well, I'll have to look into what's available and then seek further advice. Alright, let me ready my sword, because perhaps the only answer here is violence. I am, after all, a fighter. Okay. Actually, let's look around first. Spacious, multi-level cavern. Phosphorescent fungus illuminates the cavern with an unearthly glow. On a rocky platform above the cave floor is a kobold, one of a race of ugly, miserly creatures known for their skill and magic. There's like a in the Dark Eye world. By the way, is the Dark Eye world called Arcania? Or is that just a Dark Eye based computer game series? But there's like a pivot point at the end of 3rd edition. Okay. You're known for your skill in magic? Are you known for your skill in getting sword murdered while you sleep? Get him! Get him! This is weird. Is this working? I cannot tell. Yes, it worked. I won. The continent is Dere, or Dera, or something. Okay. How'd that work out for the kid? I'm close to dead. Okay, so Arcania, maybe it's a country, maybe it's not actually a thing in the base rules, but it's just the place that they came up with to set a game there. Yeah, I mean, that's where I've heard Arcania from, is reading on the CRPG Addict blog. Okay, so I'm here. I remain... Okay, I've got a key. That's cool. 7 points. 7 points, and all I did was after killing the dude, I picked up the thing he dropped. 7 more points. Look at me. Just filled with glory. Some sort of food. Mushrooms? Okay. I thought those were 3 little hammers. I guess I should take the weird mushrooms. I got no points for them, but perhaps if I figure out something to do with them, I will. I like this cave the spelunking music, we'll call it. So, is the bear somehow not? What an odd coincidence. If I devised this whole theory that in the cave would be the Baron's daughter turned into a bear, and then there is a bear there chained up, but it's not the Baron's daughter, but it does have pink eyes. I don't know. We'll see. For now, perhaps we go a little further. If we can. It said multi-leveled. Just kind of thing that gives you the feeling that there will be something. Okay. If I look at the mushrooms, will I learn anything more? 6 mushrooms. No, I did not learn any more. But I also have a key. Intuitively, it seems like the key could be what opens the trap on the bear. Although I wouldn't want to do that while she's in bear form. Okay. Constant saving right now. Well, I know that I'm in some level of peril because I'm near dead. I don't know. You want to eat these weird mushrooms? Nope, she does not. Are you 100% sure you don't want me to dispel a curse on you? Yeah, she's sure. Can I pour? No. Can I? What about here? No. I cannot pour the dispel ration on this food, dispel potion on my food, and then give her the food. Well, doesn't feel like this is the sequence to try this in. The kobold's key disappears as you turn in the lock. Oh. Okay. It's the sun! You have the honor of meeting the Baronet Barnard von Spielburg. We are pleased that you broke our enchantment. Perhaps our father, the Baron, will reward you should you ever visit our castle. Ho ho, alright, well, then that explains the high voice of the bandit leader, who is obviously the daughter. I did think, like, why does the, teenaged Baron's son, the arrogance of the Baronet astonishes you. Perchance the kobold magic user had a reason for changing him into a bear. Oh, come on. 212 points of glory. We're on a roll, team. Okay. All right. Let me just soak in it for a minute. Oh, jeez. Oh, wait. No, that was a trick of the light. It's like, am I sweating like an animal here? No. Well, like an animal that can sweat. Like perhaps a human. Am I sweating like a human over here? No, I'm all right. Okay. Okay. All right. Feeling good. And I'm going to be feeling even better. Don't have a strong sense of the hunger system in the game, but I'm about to have a bunch of money, so why wouldn't I eat some more rations? Tasteless but filling. Okay. Where do I want to go now? I want to go probably a good time to take a quick little nap. Oh. Here in the peaceful meadow. Before I do that, I just want to update my map. So that instead of Troll Cave, it says Ogre Cave. There. I mean, maybe I should have updated the map so it said Kobold Cave. But also, maybe that's overthinking it. Alright, 60 minutes of rest. Hopefully it'll still be daytime. I feel better, but how much better do I feel? A little better. It's alright, and I'm a little smarter. Because I figured out to... Yeah, I guess it was just the magic chain. So, yeah, geez. You know, if there are any bears in town looking for a place to stay, we know a great bear cave. No, sir. Any other time, I would kill you in a second. I'm a violent and dangerous man, but I have praise to receive. Praise and money. Aha. Come in, come in. You have been expected. Baron von Spielburg awaits you in the castle. Awesome. That's what I likes to hear. Getting an audience with the Baron at last. Thanks, boys. The Baron von Spielburg and the Baronet await you in the Great Hall. Fantastic. Hey, hey. With a flourish. Words cannot express the gratitude I have towards you. They really nailed a man who is careworn. Not only have you freed the Baronet from enchantment and allowed my son to return to me, but you have renewed my hope that the curse may be lifted. Bunch more adventure points too. I didn't even do anything. My son, Barnard von Spielburg, also desires to acknowledge his indebtedness. Barnard. That is, I am appreciative of your efforts upon my behalf. Furthermore, I understand you have rid our valley of a dangerous kobold magic user in order to free the Baronet von Spielburg. Yeah, it was a tight fight. I had to just keep on poking him, and then he was dead. You risked your life to single-handedly defeat the foul spellcaster. You are a true hero, and I thank you. Barnard. I'm pleased you managed to kill the kobold. I sincerely hope you will continue your valiant adventures in our land. If anyone can rid the land of brigands, it will be you. Someday, in the near future, I can envision holding a ceremony in your honor and bestowing upon you the title, Hero of Spielburg. Barnard. It would be nice if someone could finally defeat the brigands and claim the title. As you leave I love this dynamic. As you leave the castle tomorrow, you will receive the reward money I long ago posted for the safe return of my son as a token of my thanks. You will, of course, be expected to dine with us and be our guest in the castle tonight. Do you have any questions? Yeah. It seems like I should take this opportunity to ask some questions. We're almost halfway to being as heroic as we could possibly be at this stage in our personal development. So that's good. Okay. Got my notes slide open. If we learn anything important. So tell me about your castle. This castle has been in the family for 2 centuries now, as a gift from King Siegfried III. Wow. Did I get points for that? Fuck. fine. Some years back, I tried to force the ogress Baba Yaga to leave our valley, and she put a curse upon me that I should lose everything I held dear. Then I lost my daughter and my son. I lost all interest in living. My land suffered because I suffered. Now, though, with the return of my son, I trust the prophecy is about to come true thanks to you. Yeah. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, but... so yeah, you and Baba Yaga there, you don't get along well? She's not having you over for tea and crumpets in her chicken hut? Or bringing her chicken hut over? You don't even have to park it she can park it in your front yard? I have attempted everything in my power to get her to go away. I fear it will take some kind of magic to be able to counteract her magic. Oh. You got a weird mirror of any kind? Because that might do the trick. What about your daughter? My beautiful little daughter was stolen away 10 years ago by Baba Yaga's magic. She has never been found, despite all the searching that has been done for her. I thought she was lost forever, but you have renewed my hope that I will again have her beside me, that I will again have her beside me. Happy to help. And there's some guy, York. Catch me up. Did you know? How well did you know poor Yorick? Yorick was my court jester, a man of infinite jest. He went off to find my daughter, but alas, poor Yorick never returned. What kind of magic do you think is needed here? I know very little about magic, much to my sorrow. Perhaps you should talk to the wizard Zara in town, or Erasmus on Zerberberg. Yeah, I have. But like, I'm not a magic dude myself, so... He said there was a prophecy. The prophecy states, comes a hero from the east, free the man from in the beast, bring the child from out the band, drive the cursor from the land. And nobody has put it together that the squeaky-voiced bandit leader, the high-voiced bandit leader in the band of bandits, you entered here from the east, and you released my son from the form of a bear. I am certain you can fulfill the rest of it, and remove this dreadful curse. Yeah, your daughter is the leader of the brigands. I don't know why. I don't have any explanation beyond just that seems to obviously be what's happening here. Does she have memory loss? Will the Dispel Potion bring her memory back? Alright, so, you're the Baron. How's that? I am Stefan von Spielburg, 12th Baron of Spielburg Castle. So your family really likes your own name. You named the castle and the whole town after yourselves. And these brigands, if I had more guards, I would wipe the brigands out myself now that I have my son at my side. Oh yeah. When I look at your son, I think like this swashbuckler. But also, sir, if you killed all the brigands, I don't know, it will take some time before this castle and land have recovered from my sorrow. So I still think it will take a hero to destroy the brigands. It will take a hero to destroy the brigands. I know they have some kind of fortress at the far south of the valley. I have heard rumors they have set up an ambush for all that approach. Oh yeah, yep. It is also rumored that there is another way into their fortress, but I have no further knowledge about it. Okay. Well, That might be our way to get past the ambush. And you were talking about a reward? I have offered substantial rewards for the return of my son and my daughter, as well as for the leader and warlock of the brigands. And the leader. Want me to take the leader alive? Should I focus on that? There have always been brigands around, but until the leader and the warlock showed up a few years ago, they were not much of a problem. The leader seems to be a brilliant strategist who manages each raid with little loss. Once the leader is gone, I am sure the brigands can be easily defeated. Okay, and this warlock. As if this valley hasn't been plagued with enough evil magic users. From what I have heard, his magic isn't powerful, but it is used effectively. Damn. Okay. Okay. Well. Great. Hey, Barnard. How did you get into it with this kobold? I rolled off one morning with my men in search of monsters to fight. I got separated from my men when I came across the entrance to the cave. Well, that's not good tactics. As I entered, the kobold ordered me to get out. I informed it that I was Barnard von Spielburg and heir to all the lands and all within. I ordered it to bow before me. Then it cast a spell upon me, and I remember very little after that. They nailed this guy. Man, the art in this game. And you were a bear. I would prefer not to talk about that. That's fair. I won't touch that anymore. How about these brigands? You got any ideas? Probably some arrogant shit thing about how you could handle them all. I will soon lead the troops against the brigands and wipe them from this land. Don't do that, dude. Oh, I wish there was a way that I could just be like, listen, your daughter is clearly the leader of the brigands, sir. Have you never read a story before? And so you're a baronet. Is that's I guess like in Regency England, that is not how these titles worked. But son of a baron makes you a baronet. I am Baronet Barnard von Spielburg, heir to all the lands and all within. Yeah, cool. Good for you, pal. He's trying to talk to the guards. Really? It's a little classist. Roast pig. Awkward. I'm a vegetarian. Von Spielburg, coat of arms, 2 swords guarding, winged chevron on a field azure. Tapestry on the back wall shows great battle of the past. Oh. A crusader. I love that. Whatever happened to staying at home and not just fighting pointless religious wars against strangers who shouldn't be worrying about you either? Okay, so how do we get on down to supper? Can I just walk over to the table? Nope. If I go this way, a servant is awaiting you outside to show you to your quarters. We will see you at supper later. After a wonderful meal with the Baron and his son, a peaceful night's sleep in a feather-down bed, and a filling breakfast in bed. Breakfast in bed? Nice. I only saved one of his kids. If it was just a great meal, a nice bed, and a continental breakfast, I would have felt adequately rewarded. I am ready to go adventuring once more. Okay. So, we gotta find this alternate way in. How am I doing as a dude? I don't feel that much better, at least health-wise. But I feel like I got a lot of stamina. And also, I guess, pardon me, I'm gonna have a lot of money in my pouch. 56 gold pieces and 87 silver pieces. Which means functionally I have 64 gold pieces. Nice. I should buy more rations. I should... I'm guessing the fighter path with that frost giant is to beat him in a fight instead of figuring out how to give him abundant food. Ah, you know, I should have tried to get another swordsmanship lesson. Ah, well. How much for healing potions? Should I buy more healing potions? Let me remind myself what they cost. Hello, Madam Healer? No. Hang on a second here. There we go. Ah. Guess we can cut right to the chase. I don't need to ask her about it. So, healing potion, 40 silvers. Yeah. I'll take one of those. And you know what? A stamina potion. I can imagine situations where I'll want to have a reserve of stamina beyond like a single fight of key mashing. So, alright. 6 gold pieces on that, but that doesn't actually break even just the silvers I had. Because I want to get that armor. That's going to play a big role in making me better at living in fights too, I gotta figure. I gotta... Oh! No. Something's happening. But it's just the same. We've arrived in Spielburg. Animation is every time. What way am I? No, I'm not going the right way here. I want to go to... Does the dry goods store sell armor? Is that where I get the armor? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't notice you coming in. That's alright. Armor. 500 silvers. Or 50 gold. I'll take it. Oh, and a trade-in on the leather jerkin. You won't be needing your old leather jerkin armor anymore. Your old leather armor anymore. I shall give you a 50 silver trade-in discount. Here you are. Thank you for your patronage. So that only cost me 40 gold. So I still got some gold in reserve. I don't know what other big things I'm going to need to buy with it, but whatever. It's good to have money. Got some more points. Now that we're tougher. And that should help with the fact that I'm not at full health. Okay. Now let me look. Yeah, I'm looking at my notes, and unless I made a mistake, it says to break the spell on the Baron's daughter, talk to the Dryad. So, is the Baron's daughter leading the brigands because she has been, you know, in some way or other bamboozled? Meanwhile, I was told there are places in Spielberg where the magic does not work. And that some of them are underground. But how do I get to sewers in this place? Alms? Alms for the poor? Let's see what benefit I can get from... Oh, wait. I'll do it next time. But this should be day 6 now. Now, going out at night works well for me, because I gotta fight things all the time. How much should I give him by default there? Hopefully Still quite a wealthy fellow. Oh, look at this. I love it. Chainmail shirt. It's not going to stop arrows. And obviously, the game is straight up told me that the answer to my challenge is not to evade the ambush, but to get around it. I don't know that I did this before. A beggar gets cash only when others get cash, and nobody's got much money here right now except maybe the brigands. What about cash? There's honest work up at the Baron's castle, I hear, but begging's my business. You gotta do what you love. You can get a job cleaning the stable, I understand. It's great if you want to build up muscles or have a place to spend the night, but you won't get rich. I'd rather beg myself. r/anti-work subscriber. My name is Sam. I've lived here for 5 years now, and I think I should be heading on once the pass clears of snow. There's supposed to be some good begging towns to the south. Nice talking to you. Alms for the poor. Alms. Wanna go south? Heard Silmaria is a good place to be. It's by the sea. Think I'll head there after this. Is Silmaria? No, I don't think Silmaria is the place we've otherwise... Maybe it is. I think we'll meet this beggar again in the series, at any rate. So... Rumor has it, someone smart took over. Organize them, train them, that sort of thing, maybe. Nowadays, no one's safe outside of town. Up to that time, the brigands were just Bane's dumb guys who sometimes tried to beat up traders outside of town. They sure hurt business. No one's getting rich but them. Ah, fine. Have some more freaking alms, pal. I just want to find out what the rest of your dialogue is, even though so far it's all seeming like stuff that I've figured out. Or perhaps I've already done all this conversation. I remember when people used to stroll around town after dark. There's a spell on Spielberg so that it glows at night. Now, the only people out late are the thieves. And out of town, man, you don't dare be out there without a light when the sun goes down. The night gaunts will get you. Night gaunts? I haven't seen any night gaunts. Okay. Walls seem pretty normal, but there's some curious marks on the north ends of the buildings. Okay. Huh. Why is the wall being perpendicular to the ground making me think about Mount Everest? Can I climb this wall? Yes. It's a shortcut to here. Can I go back? No. Alright. I think I need to look around town at night. But obviously we can't do that in the daytime. So what else could be going on? What else is there to look for? Gotta think like the Baron's daughter, maybe she's under some kind of mind control compulsion curse? Alright, I'm looking at the map here. I know where Baba Yaga's hut is, but I do not think it's time to go there because I don't have the magic mirror. Meeps, yeah. Fighting a bunch of goblins in the training zone is not the way. I think I'm a little past that. I could go test myself against the frost giant. I don't know. Dryad tree, the fairy ring. Feel like I'm done with all that. I don't know. Eh? South of town with the archery board might be the way in at night. Like maybe that's where I can climb in. Because otherwise I haven't quite put it together what that place is for. And it's obviously something. Otherwise they would have just made another different way forest. So yeah, I'm gonna go test my metal. Against this frost giant. See where I am with that. after a brief intermission, folks. I'm going to run to the washroom. I'll be right back. And we're back. Almost. I sat down and just clicked into the window and was about to start playing the game on my other screen. I was like, wait a minute, this isn't right. This isn't how we do things around here. Okay. Probably not ready for this. Alright. You want to cross swords, pal? Okay, let's see. I do have his chain shirt on. Okay, because he's a nice guy, he's not just going to kill me because I'm underleveled. And probably I'm not going to kill... I'm not going to have to actually kill him, which is good. So he seems like a nice fellow. Am I, like, near death now? I somehow got better at climbing. Just from stretching to try to get my sword up to hit this much larger guy. Okay, we're badly, badly hurt. And I'm loaded for money. So why wouldn't I pop a healing potion? You're right. It's true. Okay. When night falls, we're breaking back into Spielberg. And we're going to see what's going on there. But for now... Just I'm looking at all the... Every square with an interesting name I've done something at already. Or I can't do anything yet. What? An event? Is it a dinosaurs crossover? What? Okay. I don't think that was a plot-related event. But it was funny. I used to love that show when I was a kid. Yeah, of course, there's nothing. He didn't leave something here for me. What a random little bit of fun. Where am I going now? Okay, can I fight this thing? Am I better at fighting? Oh. I was overestimating all along how hard that thing might be to fight. It's dead, of course. Doesn't smell very good either. Yeah, I was just wondering what it's called. Yeah. No treasure. Well, geez, then it is just pointless violence. But I'm more agile. Barely used any stamina. Great. Alright. When night falls, another thing I gotta do is I gotta test my... Or maybe even if I just, I gotta test my mettle against the foes that have been intimidating to me previously. Which is not you, pal. You just... Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it to you. You don't want the smoke. I don't know there's much reason to come back in here, talk to my man, so, to our hermit pal. You know, it occurs to me, another thing that might recur through this series. Am I going to keep meeting members of the hermit's family? Because he did hype me up on how he has a lot of family members, but he doesn't know where they live. Okay. See if I can find a bandit who wants to fight. Hello, Antwerp. Feels like there must be a gimmick to the Antwerp beyond just get better at fighting and then actually defeat it, but maybe. Okay, now it's all starting to come together. 14 silver coins. It's true that nobody's getting rich but these bandits. And a little better with my sword. Got a little poking practice in. I ought to be occasionally hitting the parry button just to develop some parrying skill. Because perhaps that will actually be important for some of the tougher fights. Dun, 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 dun. Great battle music in the sense of both being, it's good battle music generally, but it feels specifically good for this game. Sure. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Great. Man. It almost feels wrong now to be killing more bandits. Got a little stronger, a little luckier. Lucky that dude just immediately lowered his shield and just let me stab him to death. Well, again, I think there's probably day 6. Probably a solution that isn't just win the fight, but who knows? Maybe there's not. Oh, never mind. It's not actually a fight. It's just a cutscene. Or is it? Yes. If there has ever been a moment, a fight in this game that really feels like the timing is everything there. If the character would just automatically, anyways, obviously I leave the screen, the adverb drops on me, bounces me to death. No worries, pal. But since he doesn't do it otherwise, it just doesn't seem like the thing to do to be killing him anyhow. Okay, I gotta... What do I got in terms of a plan here? Nothing. We need some nightfall. Oh. Here's where we want to come back to later on tonight. Nah. Let the poor dinosaur live. I want to fight a Cheetor now. Or one of those glidey dudes. Or one of those trolls. Or orcs or whatever the green guys are. Hey, sir. Doing a bang-up job raking this one small courtyard. Like, that's a pristine courtyard because this guy is just he's putting in the work to keep it clean here. Oh ho! Jeez. This guy's... This guy's tougher than his pal. Not that much tougher. How do we make out from that one? Better with the sword, makes sense. More vitality if I'm getting stabbed. A little bit better with the shield. I did block one of those. Be nice if there was a block sound effect, so I could be 100% sure that it's true that I blocked one of those, but... Oh, you know what? I ought to buy more healing potions now. Before night falls and I'm going around trying to start fights. Buddy, don't do it. Don't make me do it to you, because I'll overdo it. So that you don't confuse this with just rap music. Well, sell me some potions. But I can't remember. She didn't want the mandrake root for some reason? Yeah. Whatever. Money. There we go. I'll take a couple more of those. I imagine it will. I get stabbed a lot. Alright. Sleeping in a nice safe meadow. Yeah. We're redistributing. We're Robin Hood now. Actually, the healer's making out from pretty much every direction, since the brigand leader herself is making sure to drop people off at the healer. It's a good time to be in the healing business here in Spielburg. Sleep all night? No. Oh, come on. Can I not just have sleep until night? You kidding me here? Nah, whatever. 60-minute rest. Fine. What time is it? Mid-afternoon. There's no way I've got the patience to sleep more right now. How am I for health? Pretty beat up. I also didn't get much stamina back. That's okay. I'll sleep again as soon as it lets me. Might as well have one of those healing potions. Which again are these ones, but yeah. Let me just confirm. There. Okay, the vigor potion. Not mistakable for the healing potions. So soothing. Okay. I'll equip my money, I guess. Got a good feeling. Well, yeah. I'm gonna cross the 50% threshold today. That's the dream. Oh, I'll fight you, man. I won. A single silver coin. It's the hardest way to make an easy living. But I did improve. My luck even went up. Because this one silver coin is a lucky coin. So what else am I going to do here? You know what? Might as well actually buy more potions. Hold on. What's the wealth situation? Wealthy. 2 healing potions and 1 vigor. Why don't I get 1 more of each? I mean, I gotta do something, and I don't have any plan besides get something done at night. One more healing. And 1 more stamina. And then that. Down to 4 gold pieces. So now it's time to stop. I mean, I don't know what else I need a lot of gold for. So I don't think it's that big a deal to be spending it thus. And who knows what, maybe a cheetor just has tons of money on him. Make our way back to the meadow and see if I'm ready for another nap. Wait, can I just nap here? Will the centaur be offended? Nope. What time is it now? Sunset approaches. Praise the gods. Well, nothing to do for it but to keep on wandering. Oh, it seems cruel, but... Man, you wouldn't think looking at it that this monster would be slightly easier than a goblin. But again, of course, it's not carrying anything. Because the goblin, you do have to wait you have to wait until he gets into fighting stance before you can start effortlessly landing blows on him. Alright, did I work up enough of a sweat that I can have a nap here? Come on, I just killed a dinosaur with my bare hands. And a sword. And shield. And suit of chainmail. I should be running. See if maybe that gives me the urge to rest. Come on. Come on. Yes. We've done it. We've made it through the day. Like a kid on December 24th. Come on. Make it Christmas Eve. I remember one Christmas Eve as a child, me and my buddy Kyle watched Gremlins 2, which I had taped off television like 3 times. Just like, make this afternoon end. Okay. Kill some scary monsters. Should I meet them? In fact, let me meet a scary monster first. How am I doing? Probably good for stamina. And health. We're in good shape. So I'll wander a little, just to see if I can find me like a cheetor. And then we'll head, try to sneak into the town, see what's going on there. Okay, alright. No, buddy. Yeah. Alright, what's this one gonna be like? Oh, I think I get the idea. Okay. Maybe I don't. Ha! Landed a shot. Don't know that I'm quite in the zone for killing this thing yet, but maybe I am. We're gonna try. Sadly, it's not the kind of RPG battle where you can just chug a healing potion in the middle. Ah, damn. Come on. Now, tactically, if I were this flying thing, I would just not spend... I would not spend any time at all in the space right in front of the person I'm fighting. Where'd it go? Oh, of course. It dissolved. That's the same way that it appeared. But we get hero points for being heroic, killing a monster that we'd never slain before, and much improvement. Of course, I'm also beat to shit, but hey. 60 strength, 53 weapon use. Pretty soon, that frost giant's going to be willing to fight me. Don't know what benefit I will gain from fighting him besides just the general, I haven't been there yet, so there's probably something there. 231. We are closing in. Okay. For now, my hope is not to be getting up to too much more fighting. And also, there's no fighting to be had with the spirits. Just being instantly killed. Oh, the game froze. But that's why we save immediately after a glorious victory. Closing it. Yeah, I do have the feeling that if it's a real fight and not just a like cutscene because he's not a real bad guy, where just okay, you're worthy of fighting him, he fights you, and then he's like, "Good job, small one." I do have a feeling there will be a space between when he's willing to fight and when I'm capable of fighting him. So we will be probably getting our head bashed in. But what are you gonna do? Okay. So is it back one to the right and then north? I believe so. Yep. Okay. We're going in. Of course nobody's watching. Alright. So my instinct tells me, go to the bad part of town. Are there different descriptions of things? Nope. At least not. I'm going to just conclude no after checking one thing. Oh, something's afoot here. You see a light glinting from something shiny in the alley, but you can't make out what it is. Is it an entrance to the underground? The place seems sinister at night. Some strange object is glowing at the other end of the alley. Okay. Let's look at it first. Just see a glint from here. Let's move closer to it. That coin light spell gets him every time. See that dagger? The next one is centered on your back. Give Sneak there your cash and you walk out of here. It's a simple trade. Your life for your money. Pal, I got a trade for you. All right. Wait a minute. What exactly do you think you're going to pull off here, buddy? I will not be paying the man. Yet, at least. Okay. So they can kill me, but I can't kill them. The non-protection spot is tiny. Alright. Okay. I have not played Moonlighter, Stimpinski. Is it an RPG where you play as a shopkeeper who's a hero at night? I know there's several games like that. The name Moonlighter just makes me think of someone who's not a hero being a hero on their off time. Okay. I don't want to get robbed, but... Ho-ho! So, I must have heard of it. Alright. They're pulling a trick. Do I have anything on me that makes me feel like I could foil their trick? What, like era and platform and stuff is it? Okay. Yeah, sinister object. Can't pick up the barrels. Okay. Well, we'll try this. I couldn't stab the guy in front of me. Okay, yeah. I specifically... Hold on a sec. We'll deal with this situation with the bandits in just a moment. I'm going to Wikipedia for a moment. See if it's the exact one I'm thinking of. Yes, I think it is. Have you been playing it? Okay. Can I use my sword on this guy behind me? No. Can I whirl around with my shield? Nope. Nice. I mean, that's what you want, right? You want that combination. So is it scratching your economy itch a little? Yeah, it sounded like it would just be a little, right? Because it's a fairly constrained economy you're dealing with. You're not running the kingdom and, making sure the wagons run on time and all. Okay. You don't want to talk anymore? Ah, I've run out of time. Stabbed to death. Look in your manual to learn how to deal with thieves. Is that a literal... Probably not, but I feel like I should quickly scroll the manual because it does say in the copy protection message at the start that you cannot overcome the game entirely without the without having paid for it legally because you need the manual. So let me take a look. Yet another PDF where the words are not rendered as words. Okay. Not thinking I'm going to find anything here. No, I do not think that it's actually the manual. It's going to tell me what to do with these thieves. No. Okay. That's okay. Okay. I gotta either figure this out with what I got, or I need to get something that I don't get. Can't go into these places, of course. I can go into the tavern at night. That makes sense. Does it matter? Oh! Underground? Okay. But how could I tempt this fellow away? I don't know. He doesn't want to talk, right? No, he does. I mean, probably not. He's ignoring me. What if I asked you about the Thieves Guild? What's the password? Aha! Have I learned this? I don't think I have. Let me look at my notes though. No, it doesn't look like it. However, this is a case where the point-and-click version is easier, obviously, unless just the right password doesn't appear until I've heard it somewhere. Let's try. Purple sores? Nope. Dushmark? He's throwing me out. But I'm alive. Did he hurt me badly while throwing me out? I don't think he did, because I was already injured from the... Or he did a little. Can I go back in? Yep. Is it Rheingold? Nope. Is it Antwerp? Is it Schweinhund? Why can the bouncer throw... Oh, it's like the non-violence place. Okay. Well, at least now I can confirm. Am I being wounded? Yes, I am. Well, let's go back to a time when Crusher hadn't beaten us so severely. This is the way to get underground. But probably, I do need to, somehow or other, Learn the password. No. Okay. Well, I've tried all the options. Barber's too drunk. Well, no one's gonna kill the... I'm glad the cards are being good to you. What's your name? Butch Beefmeister. Okay. What about your bakery? Okay. Silas Sourdough. What if... Okay, hold on. Here's a thought. What does it say? I don't remember what it says if it's told me. Hey, there's something on the ground. Oh, right. Right. Pick up the note. Smooth the paper. B. Meet me at the archery range as soon as possible. Urgent. Okay. Can I get back to the archery range? Quickly. And will that matter? How am I doing for nighttime? Night is still young. Turning over here in Spielberg at night. Seems notable. Okay. So I gotta climb over the front gate. I'm gonna go back to the archery range and see if an event has been triggered by me finding that note. Getting tired. Does that just mean low stamina? Because we have drugs to deal with that. I think that's what it is. Whatever. For now, I'm just gonna carry on. Yes. Right. Thank you, Knox. And by the way, welcome. But they're not here. But now, if they left anything here, do I have 2 crumpled pieces of paper now? Nope. Okay. Head back into town. Go back to the pub. Oh, right. Of course. Let me just confirm that though. 2 pieces of paper. Weird that when you read it over again, it just doesn't tell you the small amount of dialogue. But that's fine. I think, what if I ever looked at this note? Gone fishing. Ha! No new note, but I should keep checking back every subsequent night, I guess. For now. Okay. Hmm. No. Okay. No need to anger him and get beaten up. What could it be? What could it be? Do I have any idea what the answer could be here? No. I'm no closer to knowing. I doubt it's using the dispel potion on the ground so that the thing's gone. That would be nice, but it's clearly not it. I don't want to let these guys rob. I'm going to let them rob me. Just to see what happens. Alright, you want money? Alright, that sucked. I just lost all my money. I do still have the 2 pieces of paper, right? Yep. Okay. They're meeting at the archery range. Why aren't they there? How am I going to get into the Thieves Guild? Because getting underground, if that's the secret lair of the Thieves Guild, kind of makes me feel like that is going to wind up being the secret entrance into the bandits place. What does it all mean, though? I'll do a little more wandering. Oh. Here's a thought. What if I was on the other side of that wall? Lurking. No. Please don't fight me. Ghost. Manta ray thing. Pardon me, ghosts? Ah, not where I meant to go. Not where I meant to go. Oops. Okay. Okay. Is that the only way through to that side of the archery range? I gotta look at the map for a second. Okay, archery board. Oh no, I just had to go east instead of north into the graveyard to be killed. Okay. So hope is alive. Okay. Down, crossroads, Boy Forest. We got a weird log. And we gotta go left 1. Uh-oh, hostile intent. Oh, I think we'll be okay. That was a close one. No, I'm just saying that in case he's still in a little bit of, as his consciousness faded, just to make him feel better about getting his ass kicked to death. Always save your victories, even when they're not even slightly hard fought. I learned nothing from killing that guy, but learned plenty from going in and out of town. Okay, weird log, and then I want to go west. And west. Oh man, a cheetor. There's no way I'm ready for a cheetor. It's just the being exhausted. Okay. Alright. I can beat a cheetor. Just not when I'm literally, exhausted half to death, but we have drugs for that. The Vigor Potion turned out to be invigorating. That tracks. Have a Healing Potion too. And then just look at our stats. Surge with confidence. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Is there some formula? No, wait. No, because I was around 20-ish health. I think that was what it was restoring before. Okay. For a second I thought, like, does your vitality raising actually, enhance your your benefit from healing? Any cheators? Yes. It's so evident. Haha, Cheetor class cannot deal with a chain shirt, it doesn't seem. Excellent. Cheetor claws. I know that somebody right, the healer will want those, right? At any rate. Feels great to win. Up to 235. I can get to that 50% mark if I could just achieve a little bit more. And look at that. Better fighting, quicker, hardier, luckier. So lucky to have the ability to restore a save and try the fight a second time. Yeah, I think that's... I do think that's probably what's going on here. Okay. Hide behind this tree? I don't know. I think this is probably not a thing, but... yeah, I don't have any stealth ability, but... okay. This is a tricky one to go. It would be entirely within the bounds of a Sierra Adventure game for the solution to be waiting for an absurdly frustrating amount of time for the meeting to happen. But then, of course, if it's not the solution, how do you know? When can you say, like, all right, no, they're not going to show up? I don't know. I'm going to let it ride a little bit longer. Not too much longer. Pop my mouse out. Take a look here. Done. Nothing's happening on screen. Glance over the screen every now and then. Just look. Yeah, I got nothing here. In my notes, it's going to get me any further, I don't think. Cave, plants. I'll go row by row. Peaceful Meadow, I know all about the Peaceful Meadow. Did the cave. Seed spitter plants, we're done with those. Baba Yaga's hut, we're not ready for, because we need that mirror. The castle, obviously, we know about. Going up the mountain to Erasmus. Boom, this row. Just the castle gate on that one. The healer we've done. I've been in the orchard. I don't think I've ever done anything in the orchard, but I don't know what I would do there. Frost Giant Cave, trying to deal with, but I'm not ready yet. Boom. Graveyard we've dealt with. The Meeps we've dealt with. The Fairing we've dealt with. Still haven't done anything here, although it does kind of feel like intercepting the meeting is the thing to do here. Okay, what if... it's worth trying. Middle of the night. Just a 10-minute rest. No. Okay. Avoid the instant death spirits. Save again. So, of course, if the solution is you must wait for 5 physical minutes or something, Nobody tell me, but I know that if if that's the answer, and some of you are obviously fans of the game, you're pulling your hair out right now watching me walk away after all that dead air. But nah, I don't think that's what it's going to turn it to be. Walk around a little more. No, you know what? Oh, the goblin. Hardly worth it. And yet. Oh, he despawned. He thought better of it. And he should have. But I'll head over to the go bandit campwards, see if we can draw out a bandit and put him down. You keep on bouncing, buddy. You bounce to your heart's content. You, sir, can bounce off the ground. This guy would not have made out well as a hoplite in a Greek phalanx. You gotta keep that shield up, man. It's the whole job. Got some good money, which we'll eventually use to buy more potions. For now. Stronger, better with the sword. Nearing half stamina, but even half stamina is not so bad. And I think my relative maxes went up for both of those. Let's do one more. Oh yeah. Hope this guy had 20 coins too. He did not, but I did hope that he would. No better at fighting, but more vital. Stats going up. Great. Okay. I think this particular night seems like a bust for now. I gotta figure out the Thieves Guild password. Maybe I need a scheme for how I'm gonna counter those dudes. Like, there's obviously something about there being spots in the town that a person can stand in. I don't know. You know what? Head back into town once more. In my heart, I'm a climber, not a fighter. 40 climbing. Better at climbing than I am at raising my shield to protect myself from harm. Have they dropped a third note already? My money's on against that being the solution here. Or being what has happened. But you never know. Oops. Oh, it's locked. Okay, fair. There is eventually closing time. No one has to go home, but you can't stay here. Okay, it's securely locked, but it's a straw roof that is even... Oh, come on. Let a dude commit some crimes. Okay. It sure does seem sinister. What do I have in my inventory? Gotta talk to the healer about Mandrake Root again, because I know she's told me something that would be relevant, but I did not write it down like a fool. I think she's told me something. Yeah. Oh, it's locked. Go figure. They lock their doors at night in this town. That's because of all the brigands and heroes lurking around trying to get in their stuff. They don't leave the barrels full of apples, so we can't feed the frost giant by stealing many, many apples. My gut tells me that the wizard solution will turn out to be like a create food spell, but I am no wizard. Do I want to sleep here in the dirt? Can I? Probably can. Let's find out. And we'll go talk to the healer, and at least the Cheetor claws will let me advance a little. Probably not 15 points worth of advancing. Nice. But not great healing. But my stamina's full. It's all good. The town's still not awake. Oh yeah, we don't want to break in. It's not what I was suggesting we do. I don't know why I came in the inn. I don't have a plan for the inn. Alright. Things are up. The gate is open. At the very least, let's go talk to the healer. Well, first let's talk. About spell components. She does need Cheetor claws. Excellent. Okay. Mandrake Root is mostly used for evil purposes and a variety of spells. It's particularly powerful. I don't know, maybe the wizard would be interested in that. At any rate. Want these Cheetor claws? Do you mean to tell me you actually managed to kill a Cheetor? You're quite a hero, aren't you? Well, getting there. The money. Purchase a healing potion. Yeah, maybe I will. Well, 2 points. Did she not take the Cheetor claws from me? Fine. And how many healing potions? I got 2 of those, but only 1 vigor potion. I literally just looked. How much money? 43 silver. The little pterosaur got furious there about something. Probably still mad I chased off his girlfriend. That's fair. Take another stamina potion. I bet it will. That should do for now. Okay. Can I get 13 more points today? Not confident I can. Perhaps I'll come up with an idea during this brief intermission as I run to the washroom. Hang tight, folks. Alright. 13 more points to hit that beautiful halfway point. Alright. It's daytime again. Probably not time yet, but I might as well give it a shot. Am I ready? Also, does the frost giant harm me in the process of showing me that I'm just not ready? Curious about that, so let me look. 45 health and 63 stamina. Okay. We gonna fight, pal? Am I worthy yet? Nope. Oh, and this time he killed me. He only... Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, no. Like a fool, I had not saved. That's okay. I know all the things that I did, because it was barely anything. Sunrise even is beautiful. Just the light palette shifting. Is the tavern open this early? Have they dropped another note? How much time do I have to advance? If there's going to be a third note. More than I have. Fair enough. Alright, go get our congratulations. Buy the 1 vigor potion that I purchased. Save the game. Don't go bother Mr. Frost Giant again yet. And then... what? Well, good news is we're not officially stymied as long as there are basic tasks, basic RPG tasks to be carrying it. So let's oh no, hold on. You giving me money? Yes, I did. Thank you for the money, and for especially kind of you to give me the money and not even take the thing that I gave you from me, in case I need it for something else too. 1 stamina potion. It should. I wear myself out a lot. Getting a lot of fights. Angry man who tries to solve all his problems with violence. And climbing, which is also tiring. No, this is not what I meant to do. I just meant to go buy some rations on account of I remembered I'm all out of food. Since I'm probably not going to suddenly save the Baron's daughter in time to score another free meal before I need to eat. You never... I mean, I've only been in the shop for like 2 seconds. Yeah, some food. Thank you. I'll take a couple of those. Ah, now I'm overloaded. Duly noted. Well, fine. There. Should be able to move once again. But that's... okay, that can be an issue. Encumbrance. Well, not that encumbered. Big strong guy. Getting a couple other fights. Be able to carry a little bit more. Madam. You awake yet? Ready to give me information? Of course not. What's the story here? Just doesn't want to go. Okay. I thought for a moment, what if I talk to... Can I show the Cheetor clause to the guildmaster and impress him? Yes, good morning, sir. Probably he doesn't care. But... oh well. It was a nice thought. Okay. I have exactly 2 thoughts right now. One is... for 3 thoughts. Ho ho! Let's go back to the archery range. Doesn't seem like they're going to have this suspicious meeting during the day. But what if that's just the way that they roll? Okay, hold on. It's Mirror Lake. Because I haven't done anything here except meet the Loch Ness Monster. It's not the water I want. Yeah. It's called Mirror Lake. Can I get a fishing rod somewhere? They told me there's big fish in the lake. But what if I actually throw the, go fishing and get the, find the mirror? Just terrible. I mean, it's a goblin. Just a terrible fighting strategy to be secure behind your shield and then be like, all right, now I'm ready to fight. I'm going to throw my arm over to the side like this. I did think to... okay. So my one thought was, go by the archery board and see if anything's happened. I guess I should inspect the archery board yet again. But another thought, of course, is... because this is both a point-and-click adventure and an RPG, we're still making progress if we just find a bandit and stab him a bunch. That little moment of hesitation when you know he's open. Excellent. Got some coins. Got better fighting. One way, I've only seen a troll once and it hasn't appeared again. But if I could find another troll, I could get points for having killed a new thing, and then I could take its beard and get points for that. And it'll all feel good. A little better with weapon use, but I don't think that 56 up to 57 is going to turn out to be the threshold for standing my ground against the frost giant. Bounce on, bouncy. Okay. Investigate. Yeah, what? No, we're not trying to climb. Yeah. Swarming with wasps, rotten food. Alright. Like, obviously because the game doesn't do it by default when you use the thing, there is nothing to be found by moving the archery. Like, moving the archery board is not a thing. But I want that archery board to... I want to peek behind it. Like, come on, man. Just check it out. What if that's the answer? Okay. Talk to the wizard again is another thought. Actually, first, wander in the woods up here. See if a troll will come out during the day. Is there anything new to talk to you about? The biggest new news, of course, would be the big thing if there was suddenly new dialogue. That's the major event that's occurred. Okay. Now, gotta look at the map a second. I'm gonna find my way back to the wizard. Oh, but I said I was gonna wander in the woods, so I should do that. Hey, trolls. Nope. I got these weird mushrooms from the kobold. Don't know what those are for. There's lots to discover yet, obviously. There's at least 263 points worth of stuff to discover. Okay. Let's... I will not. It's a long walk up. Made it. My name is James. I want to be a hero. My favorite color is either red or black. What? What did I do differently the time that I got in? I don't remember. Okay. Oh, it's day 7. Gotta update the save game name. I don't know why. The game's keeping track of the days for me. Alright. What did I say last time? Anyway, try this again. Because I know I answered honestly about my name and my quest. So if any of those messed me up, it was the favorite color one. But why? James, I want to be a hero. Dodger blue. His heart bleeds for me because Dodger's not having a good time. Back then? Okay. What? Why did this work out for me the first time in such a way that it caused me to forget why it worked out? I'll get it. I'll get it. Or I won't. One of those two things I can guarantee is going to happen. No, I don't. James. Hero's not even here anymore. Mean airspeed of an unladen swallow. 35 miles per hour. Alright, fine. Okay. I'll give this a rest for now. Is that the copy protection? Is that what the manual needs to tell me so I can do the quest? Hold on a second here. Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm trying this one more time. And I'm gonna Google for find out what the if he does the Monty Python one again. I don't know. I just don't remember the gag. I am not completely ignorant of Monty Python, but I am by no means a adventure game player. Oh, am I just dead now? Nope. James. Want to be here. Who do you seek here? I said Fenris and it worked last time. Okay. Fine. I'll take it. And my leg, what's my stamina situation? Near to death. But here we are. Let's see. Can I talk to Fenris now that I know this is Fenris? Nope. He wants to play fake out games. Okay. Day 7. Update this. If I try to go anywhere else, what happens? I suspected. Okay. Yep. That's fair. I was told that. Cheese flies over to him. So, there's probably no new dialogue. Okay. Can I show you this mandrake root? Okay. This has all been a bust. Let's go back to the one before I wore myself out completely climbing the mountain. Okay. Troll hunting. So I'm gonna need and I'll kill this goblin, but hardly seems just seems like bullying at this point. One coin. Huh? My weapon uses up to 60. Was it where? Pick up a few small rocks. Well, I can do the rock solution to the bird's nest puzzle now. But I solved that by learning how to climb long ago. Come on, just one troll. All I need is one troll. No, dude. It's too cruel. I can't keep doing this. I do not think that 60 is the threshold, but what else am I doing here? Nope. Wait a moment. Is the difference between him killing me and sparring with me just literally... I want to test this. Nope. Just gives you one warning. And then it's time for you to die. Okay. Pardon me, sir. I don't want any trouble. At this stage in my development as a warrior. Just trudging on home, Earl. I was about to say, what was the reference in the EGA version? But then the thought occurred to me that probably just wasn't anything in the EGA version. Alright. Largely aimless wandering at this point, because I just want a troll to appear. Ah, not a brigand. I mean, I guess if I see another brigand, I might as well kill him. Oh, not that reference. I was thinking, oh no, the graphics have broken. I'm gonna save and restart. I was thinking of the reference to dinosaurs right there by having Earl from Dinosaurs stomp through. But then I realized there's probably no equivalent scene in the EGA version. It's pretty again. Do-do-do-do-do. Here we go. When he didn't respond immediately, I was like, oh no. Did the graphics thing cause me to save on a glitch spot? Oh. Hey, Dryad Tree. It was great knowing you. Beautiful song. Hello, Antwerp. Not gonna meet anything but a bandit here, but all I needed was that moment of hesitation. Murder this dude with, or in self-defense, kill this dude. 6 quick stabs to the shoulder. I'm stronger now. Good. I think I just did this, but it's so quick. No harm in doing it again. Hello, the Antwerp. Alright. Bum bum bum. Ba-da-dum bum bum bum. Can't stop, won't stop. Clicking on this and hoping for something to happen. It really does seem like if it is indeed possible for me to crash this meeting, which probably is, or to keep on getting something from the notes, it does seem like quite a possible way to get the password would be to overhear that meeting. I hear an anguished wail from a cat. I will have to investigate in a moment, but let's see. Is the new note there yet? Probably not. No. No luck. Why is there slime? Oh, of course. It's some poor fool who ordered the dragon's breath and was just casually murdered in this town by the bartender. Okay. No second meow from the cat. These cats always make them sound so sad when it turns out to be nothing, but I should probably investigate. Be right back. It's just a make the tap go, please situation. Just used a different voice. Yeah. Yeah. Not murder. Not murder. Did not murder any bandits. They always have the option of just saying, hey, I'm not looking for a fight. And I would say, okay. I'm a hero, so I won't kill you. That's not the way he wanted to play it. It's not my problem. Hello, Mr. Centaur. Take care. Come on, trolls. Alright, fine. You did good, kid. You lasted one hit longer than I thought you would. And... yeah. Tough to get ready for a big brawl with a frost giant by just picking on goblins. Ah, man, come on. You couldn't be a troll? Well, I mean, in a sense. By continuing to show up when I'm looking for a troll, they are trolling me. This is actually it's a really nice feature of a result of merging RPG elements into a point-and-click adventure game. That at a moment where you're like, I don't know what to do next. Well, it's not wasted time because I'm getting some money, but also slowly building up my ability with weapons. Okay, let's head towards the meadow. Instead of using a stamina potion, I'll get free stamina. Whoops. Excuse me, seed spitting flowers. Or former seed spitting flowers. Only had one seed between them. Oh my goodness. I'm almost positive it's never anything. Hold on. Nope, she just loves to sit at the top of the stairs and yell now that she learned how to yell at the age of almost 14. Alright. Oh, whoops, this is not what I meant to do, but okay, fine. I'll kill you. And then go get to my nap. Quick nap, some stamina back. Keep on hoping for a troll. Don't think I'm hitting the 250 today, but you know what? Points aside, and I did score a lot of points today. I feel great about progress today. Solved 1/3 of the main quest. Just an hour. Feeling better? How much better? Moderately better. Which is fine by me. And my vitality went up. Probably for sleeping in a somewhat magical place. Alright. Come on. Ah, yes. I remember that glorious victory over the ogre. All those hour and a half or so ago. More than that. But it's really not that long ago. Okay. No, goblin. No. Don't. What do you want? You throwing your life away, kid. I know it's almost... No. I'll wait till nighttime before I go and check the tavern again. Are we anywhere close to nighttime? Midday. Yikes. Alright. Just keep farming monsters for the moment. I'm gonna wrap up pretty soon. Well, we're killing the goblin part of the ecosystem for sure. I'm not sure how vital. Like if the goblins, when they're not just randomly attacking people, are pollinating the forest or something like that, then yeah, this is not going well. Man, it's certainly not going to be good for the goblin economy. How many of their... Here's the thing. If the goblins, like, they're small and they're pitiful, I feel bad. But, like, you know, if they're willing to just attack anyone, then we do have an issue. Because not everyone is as tough as I am. No, there's nothing different about the archery range. Presumably a troll is more likely to spawn at night. You know what? No, it just feels degrading now. Feels unbecoming of a hero who has already saved the Baronet, Barnard von Spielburg, to be cleaning out the stables. So I gotta leave that part of my life behind me. It's not because there's anything wrong with the general idea of the work of cleaning stables. I'm trying to say I'm better than the stable hands or anything like that. May I sleep for an hour? Yes. Always in favor of silly wordplay. Okay, sunset's approaching. Perhaps I can find a troll. Perhaps I can find one more note. I'd like to hope for a bandit. Hope for either of those things to happen. Fine, dude. If you want it that bad, you can have it. It being multiple stab wounds. Some parry practicing. And then boom. Finish him off. Send him home. Didn't have to be this way, buddy. It's the way you wanted it. Alright. Stronger. Better weapons. Got into the 40s for parrying. Which is good. All I need. One troll. To cut the beard off of. Dinosaur. If the dinosaur is not wearing clothes and has no lunch pail, I'll just jump on it and kill it. Whereas, okay, 60 minutes. Is it sunset now? It's still just approaching. At least I got some more sleep. Get some stamina back. How am I doing? Not great, but not terrible. Honestly, stamina is more important than health with most of these enemies. At least the ones that keep on showing up and attacking me. Come on, sunset. Fine, dude. Poke, poke, poke. Well, I'm more vital. Go back, see if I can rest another hour and actually get the sun to set. It's probably too soon, or not. It's going to be too impatient to rest, but like, come on. I just killed a man. That's got to take it out of you. Oh. Oh! Alright. This is it. The final things that I want to do today. And then I need another week of pondering. I put the whole bear thing together. Not the whole bear thing, because I was convinced that the bear was the daughter and that I needed the dispel potion. But I put a fair bit of that bear thing together. Oh, this little goblin. Nothing else is going to spawn while he's chasing me. Fool, you're forcing me to kill you. $9 coins. That was a tough goblin. Or at least a wealthy goblin. Yeah, still not enough to make me any better at the Art of War. Nothing. Alright. Come on, just give me a troll. I know the trolls are out there. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. Fine. Well. Check the tavern for another note now that a day has passed. And then going out long enough to kill at least 1 more monster, which will hopefully be a troll. Then it's time to start thinking about supper and all those sorts of things you have to do in your life that aren't. No, no new note. No one is home. Where does the old lady at the rocking chair go at night? Magic shop's open at night. I doubt there's anything new for me to learn. But, let's try. Huh? Oh, alright. Can I talk to the familiar? It's not familiar enough with you to want to chat. Haha. Well played, Lorianne. Okay. Go kill a monster. And then say, you know what? Not bad on the whole. A little frustrating here at the end. But a solid day of questing. Okay. I'm going to kill one monster that's not a goblin. Getting tired. It's okay. We have the solution to that. I'm impatient. And also, I'm farming so much silver, I can just go buy more in the morning. There. I let you get a hit in just so you feel a flash of hope before the stabbing started. Because I'm sick of you fucking bandits. Better with my sword. Bit by bit. Okay. Go away from the bandit forest. Search for a troll. I mean, I think the place that I saw a troll before was up here. I'll get twofold points for killing it because I can give its beard to the healer. Oh, fine, I'll fight you. No, I won't. No, stop chasing me. Oh, you lousy monster. My kingdom for a troll who wants to pick a fight. Probably just not in the cards for tonight. For today. It was a beautiful dream. Yeah, Frost Giant, he'll come out any time of the day. There's no way that I'm strong enough with the very meager improvements I've made. And yet, like, at some point, maybe I will be. Not yet. Perhaps at some point. Pardon, sir. Don't want to fight that thing again. Do 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 do. Okay, fine. This cheetor. Alright. A hard-fought battle. Do I just get more Cheetor claws? Yep. Well, how'd I make out? Well. So that's nice. That's a good note. Alright. At the moment where I feel good, it's a good time to stop. Alright, so, you know what? For all that the last little bit there was a lot of going, argh. There were a lot of aha moments earlier. It felt great. Those stats are climbing. If indeed it is so simple, and I think it will be so simple as to eventually be tough enough that we get to fight the frost giant. He goes, "Oh, little one, you are good. Check out my cave. It has something you need in it, I guess." We're on that path. Fun stuff. All right. Looking forward to picking up again next week after hopefully thinking my way to something. Yeah. Slew the ogre on first try. Slew a cheetor. Slew a floaty dude. Killed a dinosaur, but that hardly felt like a great accomplishment. That was actually a pretty easy fight. But yeah, okay. A successful day on the whole in a fun, cool game, which I'm continuing to enjoy. So folks, other things going on here this week. If you like Chrono Cross, I'll be playing that at least on Wednesday and Thursday, and maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because I very foolishly started a Chrono Cross Let's Play during weekdays on my vacation, but my vacation is like, this is the last week. So I gotta make a lot of progress there. I'm gonna have 3 concurrent Let's Plays when I'm back to work. Schedules permitting, my buddy Greg will be by on Tuesday evening. We're gonna play Double Dragon and Double Dragon 2, both the original arcade versions and then the NES ports. Explore the early history of the beat 'em up genre. And then may or may not be able to get together with my pals for some Gloomhaven on Friday. Friday Night Forgotten Circles, we call it, because we're playing the expansion. And then next weekend, Saturdays are Starflight. Sundays are this, Quest for Glory, right now. And I'll be happy to have you back. If you stuck around to the end, thank you. If you came and you left, you can't hear my voice, but I'm glad you came. So thanks. And until the next time that we all wander into the same cursed valley, take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.